Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to WoW Classic Hardcore. I decided after watching these few videos back that actually watching someone play WoW is incredibly boring. Not that the game itself is boring, but just that the actual visual aspect of the gameplay, especially a game this old, can be a little bit boring. I obviously have a really soft spot for this game, and I've played it a lot over the last few weeks, and played it a lot over the last few years. Especially WoW Hardcore Classic, where I've been trying to get to level 60, as you know. So, last time we left off, we were still on our way to level 9. We've made our way into Undercity to go and get a few parts, pieces, and some professions. Now, for those who don't understand what professions are in WoW, you can have 2 major professions and 2 secondary professions. My secondary professions are cooking and first aid. My major professions are alchemy and herbalism. Now, for all those hardcore WoW vets out there screaming at the screen, as I said last episode... Oh, hang on. Hello, baby. Kitty cat, being a nuisance as always. And onwards with the video. So, for those of you hardcore WoW fans screaming at the screen saying warlocks should have tailoring and enchanting, you're right. But I thought after trying to get to level 10 several times that it was not going to work that way. Oh, and there we go. Ta-da! We dinged. We're now level 10. So, we've now made it to level 10, which is a major breakpoint. And as I was saying, I decided to go with alchemy because I can make my own healing potions and defense potions, which is kind of crucial when you suck. So, after dinging at level 10, we go and get Drained Soul, and we get the new ability which will become incredibly powerful, which is being able to create our own health stone. Health stones are an incredibly powerful thing for warlocks to do, as it allows you to heal up to 100 health points instantly after making one. In hardcore you cannot give them to other people, but in normal retail and normal classic you can give health stones to people, which is amazing. The other thing that you can do as a warlock is normally create a soul stone. Now, you cannot create a soul stone in hardcore, but a soul stone does what it says. It stores your soul in it, and when you die, you can revive without needing to be resurrected. Unfortunately, in hardcore, that doesn't exist. So yes, as you can see here, I'm level 20 alchemy, making some defense potions for myself and topping up my health potions, and making my way down to the beach to fight the little crabs. The reason I'm showing the crabs is these islands were a sticking point for me for a long time as an orc, because you have to come through them. Whereas an undead, after starting to use this add-on that is now an arrow being pointed to it, known as Rested XP Guides, I realized that there is a better way to do things. Now, for those of you out there who are thinking it's kind of cheating me using the Rested XP Guides, they are an incredibly amazing team of people, and I am happy to have spent the money to get the guide. Not only has it showed me how to survive hardcore WoW just by showing me routes and better ways and which quests to do in which order. Not that I didn't know which quests to do as a veteran myself, but how to maximize the amount of experience I'm getting per survival rate. This being said, there are still areas such as this, the Kolyak base, which are an incredibly hard base and place to do. There are, as you can see, I am already well above the level for this, which is intended, but these guys still hit like a truck. As a warlock and as a squishy little undead, going through this area is incredibly nerve-wracking. There is a boss that wanders up and down through this area that at any moment could find me, and it's over. So we make our way slowly through this. You can see that our rotation has changed on our bar slightly as well. We now have access to a better level spell, which is the armor break spell, which does 55 shadow damage overall, and we also have soul suck, is what I'm going to call it, which gives us our soul stones. This is another moment in this playthrough that I was a bit apprehensive about. You have to go into that castle. Any indoor area in hardcore is immediately a sticking point. As you can see, being indoors, it's hard to see where your target is as third person, and in classic you can't zoom in to do first person shooting. You can in the 20th anniversary version, but not in the original. Of course, sending in your pet first to get the aggro is always a good idea, But as you can see here, I've accidentally also pulled the Watch Commander, who is a elite enemy who sits over on the side there. He doesn't always spawn, and I've been a bit unlucky in this run that he spawned. So as you can see, I'm freaking booking it. And we managed to defeat him on our second try coming back, but it was still a sticky point. Now this is another sticky point. Upon pulling this guard, the Watch Commander will also be pulled. As you can see, the Watch Commander, Lieutenant Benedict is also pulled. In this situation, I'm trying to focus on the enemy that I've picked to deal with first, and then moving on to the Lieutenant. This way I can make sure that my pet is giving me the maximum amount of damage output, and that all of my DOT spells are not being transferred over to enemies. Yes, that's not entirely how the DOT spells works, but my mana is not that much higher than my health at the moment, meaning that it's very hard for me to split between two enemies. After killing him and getting Benedict's key and looting the body for some extra loot, we make our way up to the roof and go and get the box. Again, not very eventful. The other enemy I wanted to talk about in this area was back on the islands, and that is these tigers. They don't have stealth, but just because of what color they are, I always struggle seeing them through the long grass. Even when you turn the grass down, they're incredibly hard to see and they blend in beautifully with their environment. The raptors are not that bad, I can see them, and stealing their eggs is pretty easy if I can see the damn eggs. This whole area is very good at maximizing the amount of XP we can get. Crucially, why that took me so long to say, and crucially, this area here with the trolls. The trolls occupy a large part of one of the islands and are one of the major quests. They have a 70% fatality rate for most players. So, my advice if you get to this part with the Hex Trolls is take it slow, one at a time. Now, the reason that they are so horrible is two reasons. As you can see here, I've been hexed. Shrink lasts 2 minutes and reduces all of your stats by half. Horrible. So back to Razor Hill, which is the main city in this area, we begin to fight the Razormane Quillboars here. The Quillboars are pretty easy, and this is a nice break from being hammered by enemies and slaughtered by enemies for the last 20 or 30 minutes. We go into this canyon to fight the harpies, even though we only really need to collect the supplies here. It's always good to make sure that you're collecting XP and always pushing the envelope of what enemies you think you can fight, even in hardcore, as any amount of XP is good XP. Now, another feature of the rest of XP, guys, I'm really happy with, that you saw briefly there, is that it also tells you which talent it suggests for like leveling or raids, and you can alter them in an instant. Later on in the game, towards endgame, you can even tell the add-on to do it for you, making it a lot easier to have basically loadouts. We've now made it all the way to Rezlak. Rezlak is, for those who play on Horde, you know that he is the barrier between Razor Hill and Orgrimmar. Once you've made it to Rezlak, you pretty much go into Orgrimmar to complete the starting area. Now, I wanted to show Orgrimmar because this is the most amount of people I've seen on a hardcore server since I started. I'm aware that I am on a high pop one called Skull Rock, but oh my god, it made me feel so happy to see so many people just waiting around waiting for a dungeon. So, after all that, we make a quick jaunt, and yes, this is sped up, to the Zeppelins. Now, from here we make our way straight to Silverpine. Now, Silverpine Forest, for those of you who've been through Silverpine Forest as a Horde member, know that the jump in difficulty from Durotar to Silverpine Forest is quite large. We also meet a fellow friend on the Zeppelin who's also from Ragnarok. So we make our way back to the innkeeper here and make sure we sell all of our junk and things we don't need. Now, yes, there is a program that will do this for you, but I don't like it, as I like making sure that I have what I need in my inventory and it's not being sold automatically. We make a quick jaunt back to the Undercity to take on these priests and try and get a book so that we can unlock our Voidwalker. We're helped by a priest who's sitting down eating some food right now, but was quite lovely in helping us to actually secure the book. So props to this priest. If they're still alive, of course. After obtaining Edgar's grimoire, we walk our ass back into Undercity to activate the grimoire. Now, for those of you who are not veterans of WoW or have seen Classic like this, to get your Voidwalker in Classic is a lot harder than it is in Retail. In Retail, you're just given it. In Classic, you have to fight the Voidwalker first for it to trust you, in quotation marks, and then you get the Voidwalker ability to summon. The other thing that they did briefly add back and then took out again for Warlocks was the need for Soul Stones to summon him. He is an incredibly powerful pet and useful at times. I'm an Affliction Warlock and base myself in Affliction for leveling, so I don't often use the Voidwalker, but if you ever see the Voidwalker come out, you know that I'm in a situation where I'm pretty much fucked. The reason I don't use the Voidwalker is, as you can see in this clip, the Imp is a lot better with the Affliction because the Imp does constant damage, so when you're inflicting your DOT spells, the enemy dies much quicker. So now we're in Silverpine Forest taking on one of the quests that is an absolute bastard and I hate it, and it is escorting this dude, I cannot remember his freaking name for the life of me, to a house around the corner through all of these walks. I didn't get it. But we make our way to the Scapula. The Scapula is the second big camp area for the undead, and one of my favorite areas as an undead. Partially because on the surface, it just looks like a graveyard, and you're like, well, there's nothing here. And then you realize that there's an innkeeper, there's shops, there are guys around, and it's mostly underground, which is cool. It's a crypt. Now we come to the part where I was scared. These are Moonrage White Scalps, or Worgans if you are not new to WoW. These guys will come up a lot. And yeah, they are not nice. This is why Silverpine Forest is the way it is. And here's our first of our health scares. As you can see, I popped that health stone and that health potion real quick as I started getting swarmed by these Moonrages. Now again in a house, more Moonrage stuff, and as you can see, yeah, we've got the Voidwalker out. These guys are no joke, and they will almost one-hit me if I'm not careful. But we get the books we want. And after going and defeating Nightlash, who is an interesting enemy in the fact that you require her essence for a quest in a field full of gnolls. And then we try and take on more of these Dark Souls and Gluttons. We're trying to collect some more Dark Soul Shackles. We've already got the Glutton Shackles. We just need 2 more Dark Soul Shackles. So I try and muscle it out with the Voidwalker, but as you can see, they're not taking the bait with the Voidwalker. And we die at level 15. Level 15 is a sticking point, and level 15 is the highest I've ever made it in WoW Hardcore. So for those of you who are still watching, thank you very much for watching, and I hope this was a little more entertaining than just watching me play WoW. Again, level 15 is my highest. I hope that you guys have decided to play Hardcore WoW or continue to play Hardcore WoW and continue after this. If not, see you guys in the next video.